In this video, we have 8 marketing strategies for you and 10 branding strategies. As a local vendor in your farmer's market or local events, a lot of times you're going to hear marketing and branding and not really be sure how to apply them to your business, to your products, and you might not even really be sure what that exactly means, marketing and branding. In this video, we're going to give you some great strategies that if you implement them are going to help make you more successful. Look at marketing as what you do to promote your product. Branding is what you do and how people perceive you and your business. So that's kind of a good distinction between the two. I'm Bill Davenport with Anchored Market Venture. We're your #1 source for vendor empowerment and knowledge. We'd love you to give this video a thumbs up, leave us a comment on what you think of the video or what you'd love to see next in a video, and we hope that you subscribe to stay tuned for more tips and tricks that can help you. Our first marketing strategy is regular use of social media. There's a lot of social media out there, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. There's a whole bunch of them. As a vendor, you want to pick 1 or 2 and really concentrate and focus on those. You want to post regularly, post product updates, post what you're doing, but you want to be a regular poster on those social medias. Early on, you don't want to spread yourself across all the social media platforms that you can. If you have a large enough crew or enough help, you can add a few more of them on there, but the best practice is really to concentrate on 1 or 2 of them, make regular posts on them, and that'll help grow your customer base and make you successful. Part of making regular content on your social media post is you want to make engaging content. Engaging content can be behind the scenes post, snapshot of what you're doing, what you got going on, how life is on the farm, how you're creating what you create. You can do product updates if you got a new product coming out. You can post about where that's going to be. You can do announcements on what markets you're going to be attending, but make good engaging content on those posts and post them to the social media platforms that you're on. And on your social media posts, use hashtags. You don't want to use every hashtag that you can think of, but use hashtags that are relevant. If you sell fresh produce, you could put fresh local produce, fresh produce, organic produce, whatever the hashtag is that applies to you. You can put the city that you're in. So like for us, we're in Panama City, Florida. We can do hashtag Panama City, Florida. Use relevant hashtags. A lot of folks think hashtags aren't relevant anymore, and that's simply not true. A lot of folks look and search on social media via hashtags. So if you use relevant hashtags, people can find you, and that makes your post available to a wider range than what you would without using them. The second strategy is an email newsletter. You want to use that to help market your business and your products. You want to build a list, and build a list is collecting emails that you can put into your email newsletter. A lot of folks use an email client like MailChimp or Mooseend. There's a whole bunch of them out there. You can research them and find out which one works best for you. But at the market, have a piece of paper, a pen and paper, so that folks can write down their email address. When you get home, you upload those email addresses into your email client, and that way when you send out your newsletter, you're building a list and a larger audience to be able to promote to and market to. When you create your email newsletter, you want to give regular updates on those. You don't want to send out a bunch of emails for your newsletter, but what you can do is create a routine. Send it out once a week, twice a week, once every other week, but you want to be consistent and send them out regularly. You can let folks know what new products you have, what seasonal products, maybe a recipe or a use for your product. You can let folks know where you're going to be, but use that email newsletter to promote you, promote your products, and let folks know where you're going to be so that they can come support you. The third marketing strategy is collaborations. You want to collaborate with other vendors that are at your market. So you can do that by offering bundle deals. You can say, talk with another vendor, some of their products in a basket, some of your products in a basket, and you guys sell it and you split the profits. It's a great way to market both of you. You can do deals like you get 5% off at my booth if you purchase at theirs, or if they purchase at their booth or at your booth, they get 5% off there. There's a lot of different ways you can work a collaboration. Kind of the sky's the limit when it comes to that, but collaborations are a great way of marketing for not only you, but other vendors at your local farmers market or event. And when it comes to collaborations, you're not limited to just vendors at your local farmers market or events. You can look at other businesses outside of the farmers market that align with your mission, with your products, and with your values, and you can go together with them. So if they buy at your market, they get 5% off at that shop. Vice versa, you can sell in their shop, they can sell in your booth. There's a lot of ways to work a collaboration, not only with vendors at your local market, but look at other local businesses within your area that you can come to a collaboration with, and that really helps your marketing. The fourth marketing strategy is creating a loyalty program. When it comes to loyalty programs, there's a couple different options that you can go with. One is for repeat loyal customers. So if you have customers that really are enjoying your product and coming back regularly to purchase and support from you, you can create a loyalty program so that when they come and purchase, you can give them a discount on their items that they're purchasing, or you can have small freebies that for your returning loyal customers, that when they make a purchase, you can give them something free. That is a great way to market, and it's a great way to build brand loyalty also. Another option is you can create a punch card. So you can create something about the size of a business card. We've seen them in big box stores on some businesses, but after so many purchases, you punch the ticket and say you buy 5 things, the 6th thing is free. So it's a great way and a great incentive for customers to come back and support you. The 5th marketing strategy is creating an e-commerce online store. When you sell at a local farmers markets, there's a lot of folks that come that may not be right in your direct area, but they still want to purchase and support from you. So if you have an e-commerce store, you can sell online, and those folks can either buy and have you ship the product, or they can buy and you can do pickups, so they could come to the market and pick it up. But having an e-commerce store is a great way to make sales when you're away from the farmers market, and it's a great way to market your products. And if you have an e-commerce store, you can promote it at your local farmers markets or events. So you want to have that, maybe a flyer or some way, a small sign that is readily viewable when a customer comes into your booth to shop, that they can see, hey, maybe I'm not ready to make the purchase right now, but I can go to your online store and purchase that. And when they're there, they may make additional purchases. But you definitely, if you have an e-commerce store, you want to promote that in your booth at your local farmers market or event. The 6th marketing strategy is samples and demonstrations. If you're in an area where you can give samples, if you're a cottage baked goods or as a produce vendor, giving samples can definitely market the products that you're selling that day. It can help increase your sales. You can take slices of that fruit, let people try it, show them how good the produce is that you have that day. If you're a cottage baked goods person, if you're selling cookies, you can have pieces of the cookie that people can try, or pieces of your world famous banana bread. There's a lot of different things that you can do to offer samples. If you're a cosmetic vendor, you can let people sample the perfume so that they can smell it, a little lotion. There's a lot of things you can do. Just think out the box, but samples are a great way to market your product. On the other side of that, demonstrations are absolutely amazing for marketing your stuff. If you're able to cook at your market, a little sampling showing how you make a particular dish, or if you're an arts and crafts vendor, giving a demonstration on how your product works, or letting the customer try it out for themselves, those demonstrations can really be the advantage you need to help make that sell, market your product, and be successful. The 7th marketing strategy that we have is local advertisement. If you create flyers and brochures or simple business cards with information, you can go around to local cafes and local stores. A lot of them have cork boards that you see business cards and different flyers pinned to. Take your flyers and brochures and business cards and pin those up on there. A lot of folks, when they go to eat their meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, look at those boards. They want to support local. They want to see who's local in their area, and that just might be the advantage that you need to help market your products by them discovering you there away from the market, and now they're going to come to the market or go to your e-commerce store. So definitely do flyers, brochures, and business cards and put them out at local stores if you can. Another way to local advertise is through your local newspaper or local magazines. You don't have to get a full page or a half page. Those normally are a little bit more expensive if you're looking to advertise in the newspaper or a local magazine, but you can do little eighth of a page or quarter of a page. There's a lot of different options that you can utilize to be able to advertise locally. So look at your newspapers and look at your local magazines. Great way, often overlooked way to market your product and your business. Another great way is to reach out to your local news stations. A lot of news stations are looking for products and businesses and stories to be able to fill time slots throughout their news cycle. So if you reach out to them and make the introduction, who you are, what you sell, give a little bit of a story. Maybe you got an upcoming event that you're going to, you're really excited, and they may be willing to do a news story on you, and that doesn't cost you anything. It just costs you a little bit of time. It's a great way to market your business and market your products. And our eighth marketing strategy are seasonal promotions. One way of doing seasonal promotions are holiday themes. There's a lot of holidays throughout the year. You can spice up your booth, dress it up in a particular holiday. If it's Mardi Gras, if it's Easter, if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, there's a lot of different holidays. You can do a theme in your booth. You can dress up to really spice up the atmosphere. People love costumes, but do holiday themes throughout the season on your booth and your products. It's a great way to market. And another way to do seasonal promotions are through limited time offers. A lot of times you grow seasonal produce, you have seasonal products that you make. You can do limited time offers that, hey, during this time frame, we're going to have this for this season. We're going to have this for this particular event. Limited time offers, special time offers are a great way to market and promote yourself. Now we're going to be talking about branding. We have 10 tips that are going to help create a better brand, a stronger brand, and make you more successful. Like we had mentioned earlier, think of marketing as what you can do to promote your product and promote your business. Branding is what you do to grow yourself and create a reputation so that when people think of XYZ business, it's a good memory, a good recollection that they have. So the stronger and the better the reputation or image somebody has of you, that's your brand, and how you push that product forward is marketing. So our first branding strategy is a consistent brand identity. And what we mean by a consistent brand identity is the use of your logo, your business colors across all platforms, whether that's social media, your newsletters, in your booth at a market or event. You want to be consistent so that when somebody sees your product or sees your company, it automatically registers who you are and what your products are. Along with that is your packaging. You want to ensure that your packaging supports and promotes who you are. If you're a very environmentally conscious vendor, or you have a very environmentally conscious practice, you don't want to sell your products and then put them in a plastic bag that's non-disposable. You want to look at paper bag options or reusable bag options, but you want to make sure that your packaging is in line with what your business and your brand is. You also want to ensure that maybe get stickers so that when they get your packaging, it has your logo and your brand on it. It's another way of helping to solidify your identity. Our second branding strategy is storytelling. Storytelling is one of the best ways that you can build your brand, strengthen your brand, and really market and grow your business. When you tell your story, really tell folks why you started your business, when you started, how you started, any struggles that you had along the way, and what makes your products unique or different from the next person. Storytelling is an amazing tool. It helps build that customer relationship. It helps create that bond. And at the end of the day, it helps build more loyal customers. And when you tell your story, you want to tell product stories. You want to tell the origin or the history of the products that you sell. How did it come to be? When did you start it? Where did that idea come from? Was there a problem that you tried to solve? Was there a need you were trying to fill? Tell the stories through your products. It's a great way to build your brand. Our third branding strategy is quality products. You want to have a high standard for the quality products that you bring to the market, whether that's something that you grow, something that you raise, honey, arts and crafts, whatever it is. As a vendor at your local farmers market or event, you want to have a high standard for your products. That's something that will grow your brand. It's something that the customers that buy your stuff will remember, and it's great overall, not only for your branding, but for your marketing too. And you want to use customer feedback to continually improve and help raise the bar, raise the standard for your products. If you get reports back that maybe something wasn't as good as what somebody thought, it's something you can look into and potentially raise the bar and help continue having and producing and making a quality product. The fourth branding strategy is professionalism. You want to ensure that both your staff and your booth look professional and are inviting to folks to be able to come in and interact with. As your staff, you want to try to dress in the colors that are your booth, and for your brand and business, if you can put a logo on your shirt, have logo on your tablecloth and skirt, on your banner, it's a great way to look professional with your appearance. You can use colors within your booth, have it tidy. All those things make an inviting and engaging experience for folks that come to your booth and really help strengthen your brand. Another part of professionalism is your customer service. How you interact with customers that come into your booth, whether it's answering questions, giving feedback, giving opinions on best ways to use your products. That customer service is a great way to not only grow your brand, but to grow very loyal customers that return and support you many more times throughout your farmers markets and events journey. Our fifth branding strategy is your unique selling proposition. What do you sell, and what about you makes you unique from others that sell at your local farmers market? Whether that's a product, something that you do differently from everybody else, a special technique that you have, a special growing practice, you want to effectively communicate those unique propositions to your customers, because that will help grow your brand. It'll help break your brand out from other brands, and it'll help you be more successful at your local markets. And you want to promote your special features about your products. Do you use a special ingredient? Do you use no-till, no spray, no chemicals? Are you a regenerative farmer? Are you certified organic? All of those things help make you unique, help make you stand out, and help strengthen your brand. The sixth branding strategy is an engaging booth design. You want to have an attractive booth set in your colors. You want to have height, depth, and texture to your booth. You want to have it in colors. You want to have it organized in flow so that when customers come in, there's a good flow to your booth. All of that stuff really helps build your brand and helps separate you from others at your local market and event. And if you can, you want to add an interactive element to your booth, whether that's an area that folks can try out your product, they can maybe go over and get a sample and try it. Any way that you can make an interactive part of your booth available is definitely going to help build your brand and make you stand out in the crowd. The seventh brand strategy is creating brand ambassadors. When you're at a local farmers market or an event, you're going to have returning customers. Out of those returning customers, you're going to have some super loyal customers. Those are the ones you want to talk to about becoming brand ambassadors. They're going to go out to a larger audience and tell folks about you, about your great products, your great techniques, your great practices, and that's going to help grow your brand. And with brand ambassadors, you can create a referral program. If a brand ambassador goes out and refers so many people, then once you get those referrals in, they get a discount on what they purchase from you. There's a lot of different ways you can incentivize a referral program, but referral programs are a great way to help grow your brand. Our 8th branding strategy is community involvement. If you can get in with some local events or local initiatives, it's a great way to strengthen your community ties, which also strengthens your brand. And you can look at charities. If there's a charity that's near and dear to you that aligns with your mission or with your values or has touched you in some way, shape, or form, then you can promote those charities within your booth at your local farmers market. You can promote them on your e-commerce store, or you can go do stuff with that charity to help them out, whether it's volunteering on your company. There's a lot of different ways you can work with charities, but that will also strengthen your brand. Our 9th brand strategy is authenticity. It's probably the #1 brand strategy. You want to be genuine and authentic. You don't want to put a front out there on somebody that you're not. You don't want to lie about the practices that you use. Be authentic, be genuine. Folks can smell BS a mile away, and if you're good and you can cover that smell, they'll eventually smell it sooner rather than later, and that's going to tarnish your brand. Be genuine, be upfront, be transparent about the practices and methods that you use, and at the end of the day, that's going to grow a more loyal customer base, and it's going to really strengthen your brand. And being authentic, that's the best way to grow your customer base. You're going to grow loyal customers, you're going to grow customers that want to support you, and you're going to grow customers that are going to want to see you succeed. So by being authentic and growing that loyal customer base, it's going to build your brand, and it's going to help make you stand out and be successful. And our 10th branding strategy is adaptability. Stay in front of trends that are with your particular products or things that you grow or your practices. If you can stay ahead of those trends and bring them to market early, that's really going to help build your brand. It's going to help set you as a trendsetter, and it's going to create more loyal customer base that want to see you succeed. So definitely stay ahead of trends. Those let you adapt your products and your offerings, and it's a great way to really succeed. Along with that is customer feedback. When customers give you feedback about a product, you can use that in real time to be able to shift and adapt your products to what the customer wants. What customers want on a national level and what customers want in a regional area can be two different things. So you may be looking at things from a national level, but your customers regionally want something different. So you can take that feedback and adapt it, which will really set your brand ahead of others. If you take these marketing and branding strategies and put them to use, they will definitely set you up for long-term success, grow your brand to a bulletproof status, and make you more successful at your local farmers markets and events. I'm Bill Davenport with Anchored Market Ventures. We can't wait to see you guys at the market.